Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We are continuing on exactly from where we left off. We currently have two jobs in the garage. Both of them are money bonus orders if I remember. But we're going to check the phone here first and see if there are any new jobs. Now I was thinking about it and I probably... See, we're not getting experienced jobs. So I want to pick up handy ones. Actually, like that one there. Car's loud, that's probably just an exhaust. No. Yeah, brake problems. I'd pick up that one as well. Should be pretty quick and easy. This is the type of job that I want to try and find. We'll get rid of that one. Maybe. Yeah, that's an easy one. Actually, wait, I'm going to have to make room first, aren't I? So let's move this one into lifter C. And just so I can keep everything straight in my head. Move that to position A or gate A, and we'll pick up that last order, which was this one. And now we have 5 orders or jobs in the garage. Typical, absolutely typical. An experience order comes up after I've filled all spots. Well, look, there's nothing we can do about that. Let's take a gander at this one. General running gear control and repair, sloppy car steering. Alright, that's inner and outer tie rods, wheel bearings, knuckles, steering rack, that kind of stuff. Let's see if the car can go on the test path. Because general running gear control and repair could be suspension related. So we're doing the front brakes first. They're above average on both the left and right side. Rear brakes are next. Again, they are above average on both the left and right hand sides. We're moving on to the front suspension now, and this will be telling. Okay, so their front left suspension is above average, front right suspension is very poor, I would say, and on the rear right is above average, rear left is very poor. So that was well worth the time. We were able to find quite a number of things wrong with the car there. So let's get her up on the lift. We'll pop the hood and we're going to highlight everything that we have found. And right now, ABS pump and module look okay. Wow, look at that. That whole right hand side needs to be done here up the front. So we'll lift her up all the way. We'll get this wheel off. Right, inner and outer tie rods. Where are you? There you are. Out you come. Inner tie rod, out you come. End link, you have to come out. Shock, you have to come out. Bottom suspension arm, you have to come out. And upper suspension arm, you as well. Then we'll move over to the other side and we're going to have to take off the wheel as well, because we have to get the end link and we have to get the inner and outer tie rods. So let's get that. We'll get the sway bar B and outer tie rods, tie rod and inner tie rod, and now the steering rack can come out. Okay, let's see what we can put back in. I know we have steering racks. The inner and outer tie rod here on this side can go back in. We're out of outer tie rods. We need a front sway bar B, don't we? We do. Right, let's see if what we can recondition, if anything. Alright, there was nothing from this job. That was previous stuff. Okay, here we go. We're testing the memory. Sway bar B, wasn't it? Front sway bar B. We'll pick up a few of those. Tie rods. outer tie rod, and we'll pick up like 9 of them because it's something that we use quite often. We'll pick up 3 inner because I think we have a good few of those. Shock. We'll move on to the shock next. So we'll disassemble the one we have. We need everything for that. So I'm going to very quickly do a search for shock because I don't know what we need, if anything at all. And now we'll put together a double wishbone shock absorber, a spring. We don't need anything. Excellent. So we can take that out. Now, I hope I have the suspension arms. I think I do. But I don't have rubber. I do have rubber bushings. Okay. That's good. Inner tie rod. Outer tie rod. Shock absorber. Sway bar. Upper suspension arm we are out of. End link B. Put a new one in there. While we're at it, we'll move over to the other side. There. And we'll put in this end link. It's the second hand one. And now we can put the wheel back on. Right, what did I need? I think it was an upper suspension arm, wasn't it? If memory serves. Upper suspension arm, right. Upper should bring that for us. It did indeed. We'll pick up like 7 is good. 7 is a good number to go for, I think. Alright, so upper suspension arm along with new bushings. Oh, look at this here. This bushing needs to be replaced. Are there any others? No, I don't think so. So let's do that now. Wheel can go back on. Right, I think that's the front done. Holy Hannah, look at the axle. Oh man, that means stripping everything down. Well, okay, look, we're going to get some good experience from it, so I suppose that's something. We'll get the other tire wheel off. Nearly said tire. And we'll start stripping on the left hand side. Because we have to rebuild this whole goddamn thing. Jesus Christ. Shock, out you come. Rubber bushing, out you come. U-bolts, you're next. Alright, leaf plate, rubber bushing, and then the spring itself. So now we'll move on to the other side. Shock, you're going to have to come out as well. U-bolts, and move on to you next. Leaf. Let's get the caliper off. Okay, we're going good. Move on to rubber bushings next in the spring. Then we'll take the spring out itself and finally take off the drive shaft because we have to take out the axle. Whoops. That wasn't what I was meant to do. Here we are. Axle, out you come. Right, we're going to see what we can recondition, which should be quite a few parts, I would imagine. But I don't expect the axle is going to be included in that, and sure enough, it looks like it isn't. Okay, so we need a new axle, and it's a, if I do a search for spring, leaf spring, rear drive axle. Do you know what? I'm going to pick up 3 of these, because it's popped up quite a bit lately. These type of axles. And we haven't been able to recondition any of the damn things. Spring next. Rubber bushing, I'm going to need to pick up some of those. Do you know what I should do here? I should mark off what's done and what's not done. That would be the best thing to do at this stage. And if I notice that right, there's still 2 things not discovered. Right. 2 things not discovered, so that'd be up front. It'd have to be up front. We'll proceed anyway with what we've got. So I need to get some U-bolts. I just noticed that as well. Whoops. Dry shaft, there you go. Okay, now we'll move on to the shock. New shock there for that one. Solid rear drive axle reconditioned. Brake disc, one that came off can go back on. Brake pads, the ones that came off can go back on. Reconditioned caliper. Right. Okay, let's pick up those items that we need to get. So U-bolts, do you know what? I'm going to pick up a baker's dozen. There we go. Rubber bushings, that was it. Rubber bushings, small rubber bushings. We'll go for a baker's dozen as well. Or maybe 14. Solid rear drive axle. I'm going to pick up 5 of them. I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, I think we're good. So let's get those rubber bushings put in, and that'll be this side done. And finally the wheel. And this shock absorber is fine, so the one that came out of it can go back in. Oh, we need a rear axle knuckle housing C. Shit. Right, rear axle. We'll come back to that in a minute. Rubber bushings are next. Right, I need to get that knuckle housing. Rear axle knuckle housing C. So I suppose housing C. Rear axle knuckle housing C. We'll pick up 5 of them, because no doubt we will need them again at some point in the future. So it's good to have spares. Wheel hub 3, we have one. Solid rear drive axle, we definitely have those now. Brake disc, the one that came off, it can go back on. Followed by the pads that came off, it can go back on. Followed by a reconditioned caliper. And then the wheel. Right. I think that's good. Now I need to figure out what still needs to be done up the front. Do you know what I bet it is? I bet you it's the bearings. Sure enough. Actually, here, let's just confirm it. Nope. There's the bearing. Yep, red. So that means the wheels have to come off again. Followed by the wheel hub cap. Followed by the wheel hub bearing. So let's move over the other. Actually, no, we won't. We'll replace, because I think we have bearings. We don't. Right. So let's pick those up now. Hub. And do you know what? I'm going to pick up a baker's dozen, because we need those quite often. So we'll quickly put this back together now. Get the bearing in, then we can put on the wheel hub cap, and then we can put the wheel back on. Alright, now moving over to the other side. Oh, that bearing looks alright. Oh, well, shiza. Damn it. I bet you I have to... There's something else the far side. Oh, man. So I have to take the wheel off again. Ah, well, at least we're getting experience for it. That's a positive, I suppose. Let's see what we can do. Inspections on. Fine there. Ah, look at this. Alright, off again. Jesus Christ. At least we'll be able to recondition this stuff. Front wheel hub. Do I have one of those? I do. Let's see if we can recondition some of these bits. Just the caliper. Alright. Brake disc ventilator that came off it, followed by the brake pads that came off it, followed by a reconditioned caliper, followed by the wheel hub bearing, which had to be new, and wheel hub cap that came off it, and finally the wheel. Alright, let's take a quick gander and see what remains, if anything. I don't think anything is remaining. Nope, all done. Excellent. Right. So, let's drop her down. All the way. Nice engine. Okay, so we spent 3,700 on parts and we're getting 11,000 back in payout. Not bad at all. And a nice bit of XP to go along with it. Okay, let's move this one into lifter A. We'll move this one into lifter B. We'll move this one into lifter C. And just to keep things organized, we'll move this one into garage entrance A. And we're going to check the phone. Going to see if we have any experience orders, and if not, we're going to dismiss them like so. No experience orders, typical. Alright, that's as good a place as any to wrap up this episode. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. The more interactions I can get you guys to do on the videos and on the channel itself, it really helps me out, because the YouTube algorithms picks it up and it's like, oh, this is a popular video, so then it'll populate it in other people's searches and stuff. So thank you all for that. But my name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, adios.